because I have black fatigue too, and so do the rest of the black people. Tired of it, dude. We tired of y'all representing for us because y'all don't speak for us. Y'all don't think like we think. Y'all don't do what we do. As a matter of fact, you do us worse than you do white people because we in proximity to your bullshit.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. So in this video, we're going to talk about a new term that is going around called black fatigue. Some of you might have heard of it. Some of you might not have. But I'm going to let this gentleman right here on my screen kind of explain what he means by black fatigue. And I'll give you my definition and my take on what this term means to me at the end of this video. So make sure you guys stay to the end. And, of course, hit the like button on this video, guys. It really helps the channel out. Let's get into it.
There's an interesting phrase going around these days. It's called black fatigue. When I heard that shit, I started laughing because I've been had black fatigue. Well, nigga fatigue. I love black people. See, it's a difference between niggas and black people. You understand? And what it should be called is nigga fatigue. Because even black people have nigga fatigue. You understand? The ghetto ratchet bullshit. All the ignorant stuff that these people stand for. All the ignorant stuff that these people defend. All the weird shit that these people say. All the victimization and acceptance of the bigotry of low expectations and all the Stockholm syndrome and all that shit like that. All the random acts of violence that people want to ignore because it's black on black, which they also want to ignore and just say it's proximity crime, but no, it's black on black crime. It's an epidemic. Black fatigue is some real shit. And y'all are getting what the fuck y'all wanted to get when y'all wanted to perpetuate racism, because nobody in America is perpetuating racism but black people. Get out of your neighborhood and out from around all the rest of the bullshit people that you fuck with to understand the reality of what's going on in the world. And what you will see is that it's people that look like me that's perpetuating racism, because white people don't give a fuck. They not running around talking about what our hairstyles are and you can't wear this and you can't wear that and you can't say this and you can't say that. It's weird, bro. It's weird. And it's over. It's over because y'all ain't ready for what you asking for. You're not ready for that race war. While y'all flapping y'all trap and waiting on the white man to give you what you need to jump off a race war, them white boys in the motherfucking woods doing calisthenics and running drills and shooting and throwing knives and learning how to live off the land, they ready for that. Y'all not ready for that, bro. Y'all not ready for that. Y'all just talking a bunch of shit, and that goes to show your privilege and how spoiled the black community has become. Period. I don't see no white privilege. That's black privilege everywhere I see. You understand? It's a lot of degenerate shit going on between both races, though, especially with the Carmelo Anthony thing. That was some degenerate punk bullshit. He's a coward, period. I don't give a fuck. He's a fucking coward. Justice to all slain children. And as far as like Shiloh Hendrix, she's fucking trash. I'm sorry, she's trash. If they want to get behind trash, that's on them. But I don't blame them because they just saw a bunch of people who look like me get behind a trash ass person too. And they just as tired of it as anybody else because the racism has been towards them for the past few decades. But you still want to say it's towards you when it's not. When you have the privilege, you don't even know that you have the privilege. You don't even know that you had reparations. We've been had reparations. And to tell the truth, the United States does not even owe us reparations. Africa owes our ancestors reparations. But you want to pass on that because Africa's black people. I think y'all scared of white people. Because it's been many times in the hood where, you know, some white cops did something and then one of you fools came and killed a black person behind it. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. It's time for shit to change. It's time to move forward. Don't nobody give a fuck about no slavery. Don't nobody give a fuck about no past. We have a future and we not even concentrating on it. Period. I said what I said. Say what the fuck you want to say about me. Get mad and talk shit. I don't give a damn. I want all the smoke because I have black fatigue too, and so do the rest of the black people. Tired of it, dude. We tired of y'all representing for us because y'all don't speak for us. Y'all don't think like we think. Y'all don't do what we do. As a matter of fact, you do us worse than you do white people because we in proximity to your bullshit. I don't know. I said what the fuck I said. I want all the smoke too. Send it. Let's go.
A certain segment of the black community is upset with me and my post about the Shiloh Hendrix situation, comparing it to the Carmelo Anthony situation with the GoFundMe. But I'm not the one you should be mad at. You should be mad at yourselves because you caused this. And one thing you need to understand is America is getting tired of unchecked black supremacy, constant bigotry that is accepted in our community and perpetuated to everybody in this country. And people are tired of it. And as many times you blame everybody else, white supremacy, white people, the Indians, the Asians, everybody, the Puerto Ricans, everybody, it's everybody's fault. But we don't look within. You're mad at white cops for patrolling your neighborhoods where there's crime. You ever wonder why you don't see a lot of black cops anymore really patrolling those neighborhoods? That's because they don't want to. They know how that segment of the black community is. They want no parts of it. We all know the type of families that we come from. Crab in a barrel mentality that never takes responsibility for anything. And those poor white officers got to sit there and take that crap. You know, if it wasn't for those good black folks who really can't get out of those communities, who are trapped, police wouldn't even be there. They wouldn't patrol it. Y'all police yourselves. Y'all eliminate and exterminate yourselves because that's what the Democrat Party want. That's why they keep it quiet. That's why they keep your extermination quiet. You wonder why Planned Parenthood is in your communities? You wonder why your children are being over-sexualized? Wonder why black men can't coexist with black women and vice versa? You wonder why there's no cohesiveness within the family. Once you start to ask these questions, then you'll start to understand that there's an actual problem. But we haven't gotten there yet because you don't want to have the conversation. So we can never come up with a solution. And that's why when those of us make some money and get some sense, we get the hell out of there.
Yeah, so there you have it. We're going to stop it right there. Now, just to kind of elaborate just a little bit more on this new term called black fatigue, I'm going to give you the more descriptive definition, you would say, because when people are saying black fatigue, most people are automatically thinking and assuming that we're talking about just tired of ghetto black people, which is true, right? The black fatigue does include ghetto, degenerate black people. It also includes race hustlers as well, right? It also includes people like Mark Lamont Hill, Roland Martin, the Obamas, who else? All these internet race hustlers, right? That perpetuate some type of black victimhood. So those people are also included. Basically, the whole Democratic Party. This term black fatigue also includes every black liberal that is associated with the Democratic Party and all of the YN and the ghetto birds, right? It includes these two groups of people because we're sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of people that are playing to be victims and selling victimhood, which is the race hustlers. And we're also tired of the ghetto, degenerate criminal behavior that is perpetuated every single day by the black community. Now, the biggest problem, in my opinion, is not the fact that people or white people associate degeneracy to black people. No, that's not the problem. That's, in my opinion, the exact opposite of the problem. They should be associating these behaviors to black people if it's black people committing these crimes, right? Committing these acts. That's the only way to be able to fix it if it's, if you're calling it out. But the problem is not the fact that white people are calling it out or black people are calling it out. It's the fact that these so-called race hustlers and these, black liberals, they don't disassociate themselves from these degenerate black criminals and criminal behavior. They don't disassociate. They actually associate themselves and also make excuses for these groups of people. So we're sick and tired of that. So all of you black liberals that always make an excuse for the Carmelo Anthonys and for the Rodney Hintons who killed an innocent police officer for no reason, that's what we're tired of, right? We're sick and tired of every single day some black people coming out and associating degenerate behavior with blackness. Right? Because that's what they tend to do. Anytime that you have, whether it be white people or even conservative black people, anytime we come out and call out any bad behavior, degenerate behavior coming out of the black community, we are automatically called what? A racist. So that automatically, inherently ties degeneracy with blackness, right? Because it's like, I can't even describe it. It's like saying, I don't know, all Asian people are good at math, and somebody calling you a racist for that. Well, you're saying that you're associating math with Asians, which is the truth. So if you're associating criminality with blackness and you're calling people racist for calling out criminality and degeneracy, then you're saying that it is tied to the race inherently. It's like hereditary, right? It's genetic, right? That's what you're doing. And they think they're helping people. They think they're helping the black community by calling people racist for calling out degenerate and criminal behavior. You're actually harming the community as a whole. If you don't call out and hold people accountable for bad behavior, they're going to keep doing these bad behavior. They're going to keep continuing and acting in the way that they're doing because you're making excuses for it. So it makes no sense whatsoever. Now, the biggest problem that I have with these group of people is, who do you expect to call it out? Right? That's the problem here. If white people are racist for calling out bad behavior, and then if black people are called sellouts and Uncle Toms and coons for calling it out, who's going to call it out? Who's going to correct that behavior? If black people can't do it and white people can't do it, who's going to do it? The law. There you have it. That's why you have black people running into law enforcement more often than anybody else, because white people can't hold them accountable. Black people can't hold them accountable. So the law automatically has to be the next, right? The next person in line to hold black people accountable. Who is going to? I mean, that's the only way I see it, right? So they think they're actually helping people by making excuses for these people. But the only groups of people that are actually trying to help the black community is black conservatives. It is. Black conservatives are the only groups of people that preach family unity, education, rule of law, respecting authority, right? But the black liberals say, no, you can do whatever that you want because of slavery, because you were oppressed, right? They always go back to that. So how are you helping people by making excuses for all of these bad behaviors and calling out conservatives who only want what's best for black people as a whole? It makes no sense to me. These people are actually fighting against the one thing that is calling him out and holding him accountable and helping him, which is black conservatives. They don't want white people doing it. They don't want law enforcement doing it. Black people as a whole can't do it. So black conservatives, we're taking the hit for it and saying, hey, you know what? We don't care what you got to say. We don't care how ostracized we are. We don't care about coming to your little barbecues. We're still going to call it out the way that it is, because that's the only way that things will improve. That's just how I see it. And if you don't like it, oh, well, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. You're part of the black fatigue that we're experiencing, is people like you, all of you people in my comments that call me sellout and Uncle Tom and, oh, you shouldn't be talking about black people because you're an immigrant. What are you talking about? I'm black. What do you see here? My son is black. My wife is black. My children are black. My children are going to be black. So what are you talking about? And here's what I do know. This is what I do know from you race hustlers, is that you would use my blackness to profit off of your victimhood or your victimization of myself, right? If a police officer, if there was a video that goes out of me being harmed by a white police officer, they would not ask if I was an FBA. They would not ask if I was a foundational black American. They would automatically see my skin color and victimize myself and try to profit off of my dead body and race hustle off of my dead body because they saw a black man taken out by a white police officer. But they're not going to say, oh, he's an immigrant. Oh, he wasn't born here. He's not from here. He's East African. He's not an FBA. Y'all not going to say that. Y'all not going to say that. Y'all not going to ask no questions. You see a white cop take out a black person, you're automatically going to hustle off of that. So don't miss me with that bullshit. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this new term. Hopefully I elaborated a little bit further than most people did. Let's talk about this in the comment section down below. Let me know what your opinions are. Like the video, guys. It really helps the channel out. And of course, if you are brand new, consider hitting subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.